Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. It is Throwback Thursday, and today I am actually using Designer Series paper as my throwback. It's the Golden Honey Specialty Designer Series paper. It was in a catalog last year or the year ago. It's got beautiful, beautiful, beautiful paper in it. And I never used it as much as I thought I would, but I am using it now to create this really, really cute best of luck card. So I'm using the paper. I'm also using some gold foil paper, and I'm using the greeting from Honeybee Home that says best of luck. And I'm using one of the dies from the Eden dies that go with the Eden Garden set. So I've got the little die, and I'm using the Beautiful Shapes hexagon to do the front piece. I've embossed it in gold just so it kind of flows with the paper. And I'll just show you a couple tips and tricks that I did for this one. I've got a crumb cake card base, just a standard North American card base, and then I've got my 5 1/4 by 4 piece of Designer Series paper. And this one is difficult to figure out which way is up and which way is down because of the way that everything goes. And then I've got a 4 by 1.5 piece of the same Designer Series paper. And if you remember, when I cut my Designer Series paper up into 5 1/4 by 4, I end up with pieces that are 1.5 by 4 left over. And I quite often use those as banners on the paper. Now, I looked at that and I thought that's really cute, a little plain. So I've got gold borders on here. And what I did is I took another piece of the Designer Series paper and I trimmed it. It's, let me find the sheet that it came from so I can show you. It is a really cute one, but I found it's very elegant and formal, very New Year's-ish. But I found it a little dark. I wanted a nice bright card. So I just trimmed it so that I've got the gold trim and enough space to put my Stampin' Seal on. I've already stamped or die cut these, and I put them on adhesive backing. So I've made them into stickers. One thing that I haven't done yet on this card is do the die cut, because I wanted to show you, I finally broke my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss out of the box. I've been wanting to do it for ages. It's beautiful. It folds up, so compact, really easy to take with you on a retreat or over to make cards. It comes with a variety of plates, so you can use the embossing folders and that with it. And each plate explains what you have to do. So it's really, really helpful that way. Now I just need to load this up. Let's just take that off to the side so you can see me load this up. I've got my plate number 1 and then my cutting plate. And I'm going to put my best of luck down. And then I'm going to put my die over top like that. And I'm going to use a sticky note to put it down. I am just going to tilt it a bit so I don't have a flat edge going into my machine. And this is just a piece that I was using the stitched rectangles on earlier and didn't end up using. So I am just going to put that down like that. I'm going to sandwich that up and then just run it through the machine. So super easy, super lightweight, hardly takes up any space on your desk, and you just run it through. And that second one went through with a straight edge, but it still didn't bang a lot, so that's okay. So then I can just take these apart. Sometimes when you run through it really glues to the paper. So there we go. So we can put these off to the side and we can start building the card. So like I say, we've got the crumb cake background or card base. So I'm just going to run this along with the Stampin' Seal. And sorry, I am not in frame. I apologize for that. Usually I have my grid paper down, but I didn't. I'm not actually doing any stamping during this video, so I don't have my grid paper down. Now I want to show you how I did this. So I just ran my Stamp and Seal along the edge, just on the black piece, because I want the gold to show up. So then I took my one piece and I just tipped it up so I didn't stick it right in the glue right away, just to kind of line it up and make sure I had it where I wanted it. Like that. And then just press it down. Do the same thing again on this side. Just kind of line it up where I want it and drop it down. And it looks like this piece was just a little bit longer. I can see a little tag of the black background, so I'm just going to trim that off. Magic, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to attach this to the front of the card. And I'm going to pop it about there on this one, I think. Let's make sure I'm straight and even. And there we go. So I'm putting this one kind of more towards the middle, mostly because I wanted this bee to show like it was facing up. Okay, so I am going to adhere this to my hexagon. Just checking to make sure I'm still in frame, and I am just. And pop that down like that. And I'm going to put dimensionals on it. And just to pop it up from the background a little bit. And as usual, I seem to always on the videos end up using the last bits of my dimensional sheet. I do have full sheets of dimensionals. They're in the drawer and I use my old bits. So this just goes off to the edge like this, and it's slightly wider than the border. So you just put it on evenly like that. And then I'm going to take, I got it to this point on the original card, and I thought, looks really good, but it's needs a little something something on it. So that's why I decided to just tuck these in like this. You can use dies from your Forever Fern, or Flourishing Ferns it is from the Forever Fern set. And just tuck this one in the bottom like that. And there you have a really lovely Best of Luck card. You can use for if you've got grads in your family, that's just about the end of the post-secondary school year. And if somebody's starting a new job, something like that. So thank you so much for watching this Throwback Thursday using the Golden Honey Specialty Designer Series paper. So let's create together again soon.